Hello, my name is Erica Larson. I've lived in Kansas my entire life, different small towns across the state, but all Kansas. I did my undergraduate at Kansas State University where I majored in psychology. My motto was, who really wants to grow up and get a real job? So I just kept on adding minors. I got minors in leadership, business, and Spanish, and I also studied abroad in both Spain and Costa Rica. And then I went on to Emporia State University, where I did my master's in EDS and school psychology. Since then, I have been working as a school psychologist in USD 383 Manhattan Ogden. Um, I actually did a field placement during my undergrad in Manhattan School District. And then I came back for my practicum and internship, and I've worked here ever since. So this is actually the only school district I've ever worked in. So I look forward to hearing more about everybody else's experiences in different school districts. I also just couldn't stand to be out of school. So while I have been working as a school psychologist, I completed my PhD in counseling and student development at Kansas State University, specifically the counselor education and supervision track, which provided me advanced training in counseling and also supervising other counselors. In my spare time, I enjoy family and friends, being outdoors, traveling, reading, really just learning about new things and new places. And I also enjoy riding my horses and just spending time with them and also spending time with my dogs. While I enjoy jumping my horses and learning more about being a good equestrian, I really love taking them out on the trail and just exploring with them and enjoying the skills that I learned during my lessons. As far as innovative ideas and technology impact, in classroom instruction, it can make it more engaging, which expands opportunities for both depth of learning and breadth of learning, so we can draw students in, help them learn through a wider range of presentation and mediums, and we can also increase the depth at which they're learning things. Student achievement, if students are more engaged, theoretically, more learning should occur, and this should lead to increased student achievement. And this is one way to improve a school, but also technology and innovation provide unique opportunities for both school-wide efforts and also for resources for the school. But with these benefits of innovative ideas and technology also come more responsibility. So we have to plan for the professional development to ensure that our staff are competent in using these wonderful resources. We have to include ethical training where that's needed. And also, while a lot of these technology and innovations are included in what we teach, sometimes we do have to explicitly teach the technology as material to help students understand how to use it appropriately. Myself, I'm all about being creative in how I approach tasks and how I work with others to approach tasks. I know technology well enough to function in my job. Once I get the flow with technology, it tends to make sense to me. It's just my biggest struggle is slowing down to learn new technology. But once I do, it's pretty cool. So, as an administrator, I'm going to need to be very mindful about slowing down and learning new technology and also finding resources to where I'm regularly learning about it. It might not just come into my lap, so I may have to find ways to learn about it regularly. My plan for improvement, well, I think we all know as educators, and my next slide addresses this a little bit too with budgets, but it's kind of a necessary evil. Budgets are not always plentiful. We have to be very mindful how we use them. So signing up to be a part of anything free to help me learn about new technology is going to be really important in seeking out information. And I also think that if I construct a 5-year plan and then benchmarks along the way for each year, updating them as I go, this will help me prioritize resources, both time and money, and make sure the technology is part of how money and time is spent along the way in a very intentional way. And finally, I think having coffee with other administrators, really any other, well, let's say educators and staff, but anybody who's knowledgeable about technology could help me continue to be innovative and creative with leading others in technology use. Funding impact, I kind of mentioned this, being well-versed in free resources, using funding wisely and intentionally is going to be really important. So making sure that technology is part of the bigger plan, I think will help to do this. This is me. I look forward to meeting you. I haven't met you yet. And I also look forward to learning with you during the course of this class and your ideas to help me be a better educator as well.